Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. We are in the main hall of our castle, or our place, Caed Nua, because we want to start the DLC, the first part of it, the White Marsh. Now that we have finished Act 2 of the main game, and we've gotten to level 8 of the Endless Paths below Caed Nua, I think we're ready to start with the first part of the DLC. So let's talk to the...
Hey there.
Let's talk to the steward.
My lord, you've received a letter, delivered with some urgency as it happens. I thought the messenger might swoon, poor dear. It's from Stalwart. Apparently the mayor, Renengild, has heard of your success here at Caed Nua, and hopes you can be of aid to her people as well.
What does Renengild want?
Stalwart is a mining community, and at one time they enjoyed a great deal of influence. Renengild hopes to reclaim old glories, I expect. It seems she's intent on gaining access to Durgan's battery. And she's offering quite the reward to anyone who can get inside.
What is Durgan's battery?
The dwarves of the battery fashioned Durgan steel, and with it they crafted the finest arms and armor the Dyrwood has ever known. But the keep has been abandoned for centuries, and none remain that know their secrets. There are many legends concerning the battery. As the Earl told it, the dwarves fought amongst themselves, each seeking to use the battery to further his or her own ambitions. Greed and cruelty brought down the battery, and now the spirits of those same dwarves roam the halls. Whatever happened, the battery has been impenetrable ever since. A shame. I don't doubt that there are great treasures still within those halls.
Well, I have no real idea what we could find there, but I'm always in for an adventure, I'd say. Perhaps I'll pay Stalwart a visit. Knew a fella who claimed to have a Durgan steel axe once. We swapped it for a rusty one and he accused his wife of stealing it. She ended up trying to cut off his manhood with the rusty axe, but looking back, I bet he'd think it was funny. I probably owe the fella an axe.
I should mention that among those rumored to have answered Renengild's summons is a certain group I believe you may have an interest in.
What group?
Followers of Woodica, intent on reaching Stalwart and the battery. I do not know what they seek there, but I thought it worth mentioning, given your interest in the ruins at Defiance Bay.
Well, I'd say we do know where the leader of the Leaden Key is. Which are the followers of Woodica, right? But maybe we can take out some of his followers to... well... to kind of loosen his position, to make him a bit more weak, to weaken his position, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, maybe.
Now that I've delivered Renengild's message, there is also a local matter of some concern, my lord.
Okay.
A mercenary band has been sighted to the northeast. I believe they mean to take Consul Hot's tower, and I don't expect the Archmage will go quietly.
Consul Hort's Tower. Not sure where that is.
The Torn Bannermen are a deadly fighting force, and Consul Hot himself has sent many travelers to their graves. I would caution you to stay clear of the region if you do travel to the White March.
Well, maybe we can help him out, though. If you say that we should stay clear, maybe we're good enough to do that, to help them.
It is not that I doubt your courage, my lord, but Consul Hot alone boasts power of a different scale altogether to those foes you have faced thus far. Given more time, perhaps, you will match him.
Well...
If the Bannermen succeed in their efforts, I fear they may turn their attention to Caed Nua. I will keep you apprised of the situation, my lord.
Do you know anything else about these mercenaries?
Little enough, I'm afraid. The Torn Bannermen are well supplied and well organized, and there are rumors that they are backed by an unknown benefactor. They have proved remarkably effective in the past, and they are certainly a threat now.
And who is Council Horde?
A famed archmage. I am given to understand that the Brackenberry Sanitarium puts much stock in his work, as regards the manipulation of the soul. His spells are widely circulated. But he is poorly regarded in many circles. Some call him a madman, or else cruel and barbarous. He must be very old by now. Perhaps that is why the Torn Bannermen believe they can best him.
Alright, thank you. I will check this out. Farewell.
Safe travels, my lord.
Travel to Stalwarts. Do we know where it is? Can we see it on the map here? Yeah, the White Marsh, but this is Crackhold Bluffs. Is that... Wait a second. Travel to Stalwart, yes. Siege of Crackhold? Ah, no, that is... Ah, I see. Travel to Crackhold and investigate the conflict. The Steward of Kidnu has informed me of a recent conflict on a remote bluff in the Deerwood. The Torn Bannermen, a feared collection of mercenaries, have besieged the manor of a local legend, the Archmage Council Horde. The conflict is over a mysterious magical artifact. The Steward believes I should investigate the problem to ensure the safety of Kidnu. Is this part of the DLC, or is it not? I mean, the thing is, she gave us this quest only in connection with the DLC, so I don't know. I'd say we check it out before we go to the White Marsh. She said we might not be strong enough, but I don't know which level we should be having to get there. I might check that in the internet for to be sure. Okay, so I don't want to be spoiled, I just want to make sure that I'm doing it in the right order. Siege of Crackholds, Pillars of Eternity, level requirement maybe? Okay, we're not going there yet. It says that it is part of the White March, but we need to be at least level 10 to do this, so we are currently level 9, so I'd say we do that after we are done with the White March.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun to heal.
Let's go to the White March, and once we're done with that, we come back and do this side quest. And the White March. Let's go. The Deerwood Stalwart Village. Okay, so we have our own map here. Nice. Stalwart Village it is. 24 hours. Accept. Your party is considered high level for the content in the White March. If you would like, the critical path can be increased in difficulty to give you more of a challenge. The rewards you will receive will be the same regardless of the option you choose. Your choice cannot be changed once it has been selected. I think I'm going to make them our level. That doesn't mean they're going to be always our level, it just means that everyone will be corrected to our level now. And once we're done with this level, with the whole DLC, or at the end, we will still be 1 or 2 levels above most of the enemies, so I think that will be fine. So let's go.
You set out for Stalwart. The White March rises up in the distance, stretching to the north and south as far as the eye can see. It beckons to you with peaks like broken fingers. The road thins to a tattered ribbon, and the shadow of the mountains falls across your path. You've barely begun your climb when the darkening sky pummels you with hailstones and turns the ground beneath you to ice. You press on. The air grows thin, and the treacherous mountain passes funnel screeching winds past your ears. A blizzard forces you to make camp for 3 days, huddling for safety while snow piles around your refuge. At last the weather clears, and you approach Stalwart under a crisp blue sky. There's a noise, high and sharp, coming from the village that sounds at first like another frozen gale. But when you top the rise and reach the village's wooden gates, you see what lies beyond them.
Let's see what lies beyond them.
It's Darzyr, with a whole pack of them!
We can take these bastards!
Oh. Directly into a fight. What? Wait a second, what do we have here? Howling payday, nothing due to reports. Some other I know it's a bit unfortunate to have this during the battle, but I want to do that. I don't want to forget about it. Some of the Shakla slaver from Mediteras has arrived that you keep seeking your counsel on some business matters. Leaving in 6 days. Well, sorry, but I can't help you at the moment. Kill Darzyr in Stolvar village. Okay.
Hey.
Everyone apart from them go a few steps back and then attack. You should go back as well. Okay.
Hey there.
And here, if I got it right, they should be level 4. Okay, I thought they would be level 9. Alright. Now the last one. Alright, my bear was knocked down. Okay, where do I have to go? Where am I needed now? Only told us to long for watch. Probably that's not where we need to go. I mean, I don't know where to go, so...
Look out! More of them by the fishery!
By the fishery. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, they have a
What?
big wolf with them. A winter wolf.
Hey.
Yeah, careful now.
What?
You need to make something for us, yeah. And then everyone apart from you and you, as well as you and you'll have to help us attack them. And we need healing now. Definitely healing. Okay, Craig Ogre. Are you still healing us? I hope you do. Withdraw, no. Circle of protection might be useful, yes. Oh, my bear is already downed. I didn't even notice that. And now, okay. Come on,
Yeah?
can do this. And now the last one.
Yeah?
Okay. I'm gonna save the game, just to make sure I'm not dying here. So far it was fine, but I don't want to risk anything. Can we talk to this guy? August broke through the western
Sure.
stockade. The western stockade. Okay, let's go to the west then.
We need help! This way!
Okay.
Hey.
And fast! Reinforcements are here!
Is my bear so far back? That's not good.
Beyond.
Yep, I need something that can do like area of effect damage. Boiling spray. Nope, that's not it. Boiling spray. Calling the world's maw. That would hit my bear as well.
Seek! Where the rock!
Very nice. That helped us a lot. Very good. You need to heal someone, please.
Lavaru beyond seek!
Very nice. Very nice.
What?
Can you use holy weapons, please?
And that?
Nice. Next one. Are you still healing? No, he's not healing anymore. Then come a bit closer and use the normal healing for the bear, because the bear needs it desperately
there.
right now.
Mo Ixi Ana. Show him how it's done!
Now, everyone on the last one,
Hey there.
and you, can you heal my bear, please? Thanks.
Yeah?
Mo Ixi Ana.
Hey there.
Nice, nice, nice. Now let's save again and then we continue to the west.
Sure.
I would guess we need to go to the Rossawood. Or Winter Wolf. Alright.
Yeah?
Can you do something against them? Hailstorm?
Othek were the rock!
Nice. Doesn't really hurt them.
Hey.
So yeah, well.
Yeah?
I had that one which was really good before, so let's do that again. Alright.
What?
And you, can you, yes. Not so easy here at the moment. Especially since my bear is dying all the time. Not dying, but losing health all the time.
Othek were the rock!
Okay, but we're getting there. Yeah, damn it, that's it for my bear. That is Darzia. Ah, that is the main one, yes, I see. Can you help us with that again, maybe?
Dead on!
You can't. Okay, he used it on him, even though I wanted it to use on the other ones, but
Hey.
alright, it's fine. Second wind, maybe you should be doing knockdown on this guy. I don't know why he's not using it at all, because it should have been
Hey there.
done already.
Thought we don't.
Alright, next one.
Hey there.
I'll teach you a lesson!
Dead on!
Okay, let's go for the main one because he's there. A bit closer.
Blinder than a Horcrux bat.
Okay, you should probably disengage.
Thought we don't.
We almost got this one down. Can you heal yourself? That would be a good idea. I don't see a way to heal himself, yeah. Maybe he can come here. And use this on those two. That would be a good idea, yeah.
Yeah?
The power of Theon seek!
Now we have an advantage on them because they're downed. Why are you going into your beast form? That was not supposed to happen. Well, in any case, we are almost done with them. Nice. Good, good.
Darzeer's fallen. Back to the matron now.
Okay, they're leaving. We defeated them. The battle is won. You're the one Renangild sent for. She wants to speak with you. Her house is just up the way, next to the Gref's forest. The messenger pouts, waving smoke away from his face.
Katie's house is burning. Hurry, they're both in there.
Sure.
Can we do something here?
Help, the hut's coming down.
The roof of this hut is almost entirely enveloped in flames, lighting the snow in stark orange hues. Several beams have been reduced to ember-dotted husks. Through the hut's threshold you can see only billowing smoke. Fire roars as it climbs the timbers. The air feels thick and hot, and the building is a maze of flame. Withstanding the smoke and navigating the fire will be a challenge. Fucking hell. I am not good in Constitution. I'm not sure if you need that in there. That's the good question. God damn it. I would guess you need Constitution to withstand the fire, and maybe Dexterity to get through everything fast. I don't know. I would send in Adair. Hopefully he can do it. Survival. Oh, god damn it. Adair leaps over the burning threshold, plunging out of sight behind a wall of smoke. You need survival to avoid the smoke? I didn't know that. But he has survival, I thought. Inside the house, fire has pitted the walls and beams, and a thick haze rolls through the building. It is hard to see even a few feet ahead, safe for the occasional glimpse of glowing embers. Let's go for that anyways. Adair moves around through the haze of heat and soot. The hut groans and shifts as the blaze grows. Above, a beam begins to sag, threatening to crash down into the corridor. From just ahead comes the faint sound of a voice calling for help. Perception 14. He doesn't have really good dexterity. Prop up the beam with another lock, yes. Might 13, he can do it, yes. Looking around quickly, Ida notices a piece of fallen timber that seems just tall enough to work. Ida heaves it up and sets it against the sagging beam. The makeshift prop holds for the moment, allowing safe passage. Despite the smoke of flames, Ida remains unharmed and unhindered for the moment. Pressing forwards, Ida comes at last to a wider room. To the left is a man, the source of the faint cries for help. He stands trapped behind a curtain of flame, arms raised to ward off the heat. It may be impossible to reach him without quenching the fires first. To the right, a woman lies unconscious beneath what appears to have once been the roof. She's small, but the rabble trapping her looks heavy. Smoke winds its way up and out into the open air, obscuring all sight of the outside. I don't think Ada can turn out the fire, so he will have to take care of the woman. To the right, yes. This woman is trapped beneath a considerable amount of rubble, including a heavy crossbeam. A purpling bruise on her temple suggests that she was struck as the debris fell. Try to lift the rubble off the woman. The crossbeam has provided the woman with some protection against the scattered debris that fell alongside it, but the beam itself is now weighted down. Ida grips the end of the beam and, using every ounce of strength, strains to lift it clear. The beam shifts slightly. Keep trying. After a period of fruitless struggles, the beam finally begins to rise by slow degrees. Might 10. Nice. With one great and final effort, Idea heaves the last of the rubble clear of the woman. Though still unconscious, the woman is free of the rubble and can now be moved. Carry the woman out. The woman is of a slight frame, and carrying her proves easier than freeing her from the rubble. Ida hoists her carefully onto a shoulder. I don't think I can help the man. Retreat to the exit. The ordeal has taken a meager toll, but Ida has fared well, retaining enough energy to press on. Continue. Keeping a firm hold upon the unconscious woman, Ida turns for the exit. Ida races past the unsteady beam for a second time. The timbers crash down a few seconds after Ida passes through, so it was good that I went there. The smoke clouds Ida's vision and makes it difficult to breathe, but Ida staggers onward. Good that he has constitution. At last, Ida comes to the door, rushing out to the blaze and into the mountain air.
Katie, thank the gods you saved her.
I couldn't save the other man, though. I was sure that thing was coming down and taking your friend with it. The man wipes his brow and stares up at the collapsing house. Least you got Katie out when he did. As for poor Lord Godor, his eyes widen as a section of the roof collapses. He looks away, shaking his head. You look like you could use a drink. Take this over to Heferix and have one on me. He flips you a couple flat carved bones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If I had gone in with a mage, I might have been able to save the guy, but I wouldn't have been able to save her then. So I think it's the only way I could have done it. We got this ring. What kind of ring is this? Grants dominates 2 per rest, plus 3 resolve. Maybe I'll give that to someone else? Maybe to her, why not? Let's loot the rest here. And this wolf as well. We can't talk to her, right? She's still unconscious, yeah. Alright, so we're supposed to go to Reningil's house, I guess? And then afterwards we can look around. Temple of Ondra, Edoran's wagon, Therisk's house. Alright, let's go and talk to the chief.
Sure.
Villager, Katie, villager. Well, at least we helped them. We feed them and saved one of them. You see a middle-aged woman and a younger man locked in an argument. Both wear cloths streaked with blood and dirt. The young man turns to the woman, a fresh cut visible below his eye. Oh, I like that we have new music here. This is refreshing.
They've destroyed the stockade, Mother. It's...
Enough. They're gone.
She holds up a hand, which is missing the final joint of the ring finger, but it's her voice, sharp and steely, that silences the young man. As he glowers at his toes, she turns to you with dark circles under her eyes and a smile pulled taut across her thin lips.
The deliverer of Cadnua. Thank you for making the journey. Abidan knows it's a long one. Well, I'm sure you wagered on a more civilized welcome. Still, we're much obliged for your capable intervention.
She shoots the young man a brief but stern glare. He pulls a knife from his belt and an apple from his pocket and sets to work. Oh, this is sarcasm. I don't want to use that. It was no trouble. I'm here to help however I can.
Then perhaps you can help us find something.
She folds the page in her hand with a quick and merciless pinch.
Stalwart isn't much more than a grease stain on a map. What roads we've got in the White March are basically tracks in the snow. And for every trader or adventurer that comes through, 3 of our own leave for good. But it weren't always so. There was a time when kings and queens sent their firstborn to these mountains, when the White March was the envy of empires.
Her eyes shine, and for an instant she looks like a much younger woman. What an era that must have been for the White March.
The Pargrin dwarves transformed the White March once. We could bring some of that greatness back to Stalwart. But we need the White Forge.
She raises the map and taps a spot in the middle of a white and grey expanse. Never heard of it.
Of course. Been over 200 years since anyone's felt so much as a summery breeze near it.
She smooths the creased map.
I'm hoping you can do something about that.
She ignores the young man who shakes his head at the crackling logs. How so?
We've been trying to breach Durgan's battery for over a year now. Problem is, the other expeditions can't so much as dent the front door.
She raps at her fatigue-shadowed eyes. Tell me about these other expeditions.
A dozen different groups have come through at our request, and several more besides. Been hoping that one of them could clear the way through Durgan's battery. But young or old, green or seasoned, it don't seem to matter. They cast their spells, chisel at the door, and search the grounds until they've worn new treads into the old stone. The lucky ones eventually go home. Plenty more find themselves on the wrong side of a blizzard, or an ogre raiding party.
Why the sudden interest in the White Forge?
We're an old mining town. Or we were until the Adirans pulled out and left us with a half-dug mine shaft and something resembling an inn.
She thumps the sturdy wooden wall with her fist.
Since then, it's been a steady decline. You've seen the roads. Isn't much we can produce that the Valians can't ship cheaper. But the White Forge... well, if we could fire it up again and start producing Durgan steel, or something close to it, wouldn't matter if we're in the White March or the Living Lands, business would come.
She folds her arms and gives you a stiff nod. The young man says nothing, but he tosses a silver of the apple peel into the fireplace. And that's why you need my help.
That's the long and short of it. We're laborers and fisherfolk, not adventurers. But Durgan steel could put Stalwart on the map again. Open up the mines, bring in new business. We just need the White Forge.
She thumbs the desk with her fist. And why is Durgan steel so special?
Because you can shave stone with it, cleave cast iron in two, and the stuff's as rare as it is remarkable.
In her enthusiasm, Renegade shifts on the balls of her feet. She props one bent arm on the other, pointing distractedly towards the eaves of the house. If you had a suit of armor made out of that, but people'd get tired of trying to stab you after a while and just gave up.
If we could make something even half as good, we'd have a market at our doorstep and work enough for all of Stalwart.
For a split second, her gaze flickers to Aldrich. How is it no one's gotten into Durgan's battery yet?
Where should I start? Ogres, blizzards, or sheer damned inaccessibility?
She ticks the items off on her fingers.
It ain't for lack of trying, I'll tell you that much. Got untold riches in Durgan steel lying just inside, and never mind the White Forge itself. The Adirans who first settled Stalwart tried to crack it. So did the Valians, and every other cocky adventurer with more metal than sense.
She folds her arms, shaking her head at the pitted floorboard.
But the place has a funny way of sealing itself up. Front door stays shut, the tower entrances are clogged with rubble, and it's been impossible to blast a way in.
Renengild trails off, and for a moment the room is silent but for the popping and cracking of the fire. So what happened to Durgan's battery?
It don't bear dwelling on. There's too many superstitions about that place as it is.
She waves her mangled hand in a broad crescent, averting her gaze.
Killed each other off. Or so the old books say.
She glares at Renengild through hooded eyes.
Plenty of tales to go around, but none of them open the battery. And the last thing people need is another reason to fear the place. Whatever it was, the other Pargrin dwarven settlements in the White March, Bone Picker, the Hawk, and the rest, emptied out not long after, moved to gentler, greener lands.
Had the right idea, if you ask me.
I don't see why you need the White Forge to make it steel.
Finally, someone talking sense.
He raises his knife and half-peeled apple to the fire in a dramatic gesture of exasperation.
Durgan steel wasn't just good. It was some of the best. We need the best if we're going to keep Stalwart alive.
She glares at Aldrich, even while she speaks to you.
No one alive today has seen the White Forge, but the old stories tell that it was powerful, glowed white-hot, and gave off a steady, even heat, unlike any other furnace. Let better-schooled folk puzzle over how the thing was built. I just want to see it put to use.
Tell me about the Pargrin dwarfs.
Pargrin's a word in their language. Means traveler. They've been wanderers for generations, but I couldn't tell you much more.
Alright, any idea of where I should begin?
The battery's up the mountain to the north. A good hike away.
She jerks her head in the direction of the slope behind the house.
Near Galvino's place, huh?
Uldrich says it's in a breezy tone, but Reningale falls suddenly silent, consternation hardening the lines on her face. He smiles and draws his knife across the apple again.
So it is. Though I was going to suggest dealing with that ogre camp before anything.
She compresses her thin lips into a frown. Who's Galvino?
Mestre Galvino, as the old crosspatch prefers it, lives by himself and keeps the wilder and beasts at bay through sheer foulness of his temper.
She means to say he's a skilled smith and animancer, who's lived in the shadow of Durgan's battery for over a decade.
He looks over his shoulder at you and Reningale. I'd say that's worth mentioning, Sagani folds her arms.
And he butters his bread on both sides and fits his left shoe before his right. But that's neither here nor there.
She crosses her arms and crumples the page in one tightening fist. You seem flustered all of a sudden. Did he do something to anger you?
Me and the rest of the town. He knows better than to linger at our gates.
What happens with Galvino?
Old lunatic finally went too far. And we sent word to the Valiant Academies. I don't like speaking on it, but if you want to get his guff, just remind him that we gave him the boot.
I see.
Ain't nobody here fond of the man, but he's a clever hand and a quick study. It's a fool who thinks he stayed so close to the battery without figuring something about it.
You said as much to the last party, and we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since. Maybe they didn't run afoul of Baragon's ogres after all.
She raises a grey eyebrow at him. Uldrich shrugs and turns back to the fire.
Just watch your step. Galvino's place is a ways east of the battery, and folk who pass it bring unsettling tales.
Tell me about the ogre camp.
Belongs to Flames That Whisper, Matron Baragon's clan. Hunters tell me they've been active of late.
Hunting elk and otherwise minding their own damn business.
He pops an apple wedge into his mouth and chews it aggressively.
Minding their own business. Never mind the latest expedition's disappearance, or the broken stockade.
She pinches the bridge of her nose, squinting.
I'm saying we shouldn't agitate him further.
He makes to toss another slice of peel into the fire, but he fumbles and drops his knife. He bends to pick it up, cursing. What does this matron have to do with anything?
The brawl outside was just the latest patch of trouble. The ogre clans are getting bolder, and we'll all sleep easier knowing they aren't circling our walls. Also, Baragons like to have whatever the last expedition found. Rumor has it they disappeared near her turf.
She crosses her arms and looks over to Uldrich.
Killing a matron will only make our problems worse. The way to approach Baragon is with your hands held high.
If anyone could parley with an ogre, I suppose it'd be you. But they aren't known for their patience with prattle.
Got it.
Good. Before you leave town, stop by the Graves Rest. Most visitors to Stalwart spend some time there, so Hafric and his patrons may be able to give you the lay of the land.
Alright. Don't know about you, but I'm parched all of a sudden. Actually, I want to ask you about something.
What's on your mind?
I will ask her. I have a question about Durgan's battery in the White Forge.
The Pargrin dwarves guarded it like a mother bear. It's a wonder we know as much as we do.
I know everything.
What's on your
already.
mind?
About Stalwart.
Adir founded us back in their colonial days to supply ore to the Empire. Saw a fair bit of traffic from both sides of the White March then.
She rubs the nub of her shortened ring finger.
But after the Deerwood claimed independence, Defiance Bay found cheaper places to get ore. Didn't have much reason to maintain our supply routes.
Isn't Stalwart part of the Deerwood?
Officially. Though with the state the roads are in, you wouldn't guess it.
Tell me some of the more important places around town.
Here in the center? Let's see. The Graves Rest is next door. Hafric can set you up with a room and a hot meal there. The fishery's just on the edge of the lake, and the Temple of Andra is next to it. No one keeps a secret like Lavda. Or so I'm told. A few folk live in this part of town, too. Seemed a lot safer before the ogres broke through the western gate. Thiersch lives next to the old mine shaft, and Tana, the old mine overseer, is next door to me.
She jerks a thumb toward the wall. What do you do here?
I'm the mayor. Or so I'm reminded every time there's a game shortage, ogre attack, or a neighborly dispute. I'm a builder by trade, though. Traveled all over Air Glonfoth and the Deerwood in my younger days, but ended up back here anyway.
She gives you a vague smile that's gone as quickly as it appears. Let's talk about something else.
What's on your mind?
Can you tell me anything about the last expedition that went to Durgan's Battery?
They didn't volunteer much, and I knew better than to ask.
She scratches her jaw, frowning.
I've seen all types charging through here. Professional companies with shiny new equipment as brazen as you please, and hopeless runts with nothing but tattered leathers. But these folk, I don't know what they were after, and the way they looked at you made you feel cold all over.
She shakes her head as if dislodging a bad dream.
Wish I could tell you more. What's on your mind?
Well, that's all. Farewell. Alright, we know a bit more. Yeah, we have found the White March. We have started. We have a few leads, quests. The Recluse of the White March, find Galvino's hut near Durgan's Battery. The Ogre Matron, find Berrigan in the Ice Caves. And Durgan's Battery, find a way to unlock Durgan's Battery. Alright, but we're going to continue this in the next episode, so thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity. Until then, bye bye.